Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to take you to a very interesting place in Tasmania, and the place is called Bruny Island. Bruny Island is an island, so you can't go directly there. You have to take a ferry, and you can take your car on the ferry. And if you are in Hobart, which is the capital of Tasmania, it takes about 30 minutes or so to go to Kettering. Kettering is the place from where you can catch the ferry. The ferry runs every 20 minutes or so in peak hours, and it's a bit less frequent in off peak hours, but the crossing time is about 20 minutes. So you can take your car on board, because Bruny Island is a pretty big place and you need your car. So don't go there without a car, otherwise you won't be able to see much because there won't be any taxis or anything like that. So no bookings are required. You can just land up at the ferry, pay at the queue, and then take your car on board. Bruny Island is actually two islands, and it is joined by the neck. So distances are bigger than expected. Popular spots that I will show you today are the Neck Lookout, where you can see iconic views over the thin isthmus joining the north and the south Bruny. You can go up to the Adventure Bay, which is great for walks and swimming. You can go to South Bruny National Park to see the rugged coastlines, tall cliffs, and the Cape Bruny Lighthouse. In terms of food, you can stop at the Bruny Island Cheese Company. You can have oysters there, or you can enjoy wines and whiskies. They have a whiskey farm as well. You can go to honey farms and berry farms as well. You can see lots of wildlife there as well. So if you want to see Australian wildlife, you can go there. You can see white wallabies sometimes, which are rare albino wallabies, and they are often spotted near the Adventure Bay. It's a day trip. You can have a day trip. I stayed overnight, and I took my friends there and stayed overnight as well. But you can do a day trip if you start early. Consider the time required to board the ferry and go across the ferry. That's about 40 minutes or an hour, and then you can drive around. But I would recommend that you stay there at least one night. So that would be a nice one. If you don't know much about Bruny Island, it's a place where the Aboriginal heritage, the European exploration, whaling, and farming all have come together. For thousands of years, Bruny Island was actually home to the Aboriginal people, or the New Noni people, which are part of the southeast nation of Tasmania. And their chief in the early 1800s was the famous Truganini, who later became one of the most well-known Aboriginal Tasmanians. So the Aboriginals people, they lived off the rich marine environment, which included shellfish, seals, seabirds, and fish. And European arrival, of course, had a devastating impact on it, and caused a lot of conflict there. However, currently it's a very popular tourist destination. By the mid 1800s, the European settlers established farming communities. Timber, sheep grazing, small farming supported the island's economy. There's a lighthouse there. You can go and see that as well. It's at Cape Bruny. It was built in the 1830s. Nice lighthouse to see. Today, you can see about 800 people live there. And the economy is mainly about tourism, aquaculture like oysters and salmon, boutique, food production, and small scale farming. It's a mix of wilderness and gourmet food culture, so you can enjoy cheese there, oysters, berry, wine, and whiskey. At least stop at the cheese farm, the whiskey farm, and the wine farm. This is the island I was talking about. It's a must see, as you will see the views from the top. You just have to take lots of steps, so make sure you are active. You can see I'm running here with my phone, and my phone is pointing downwards only to show you how I was running with my phone and taking big steps so that I could enjoy the view. And I will show you the view from the top as well. So it seems like there's a stretch of road and there is ocean on the either side, which is a fantastic view. If you ever search up Bruny Island on Google, these are the images you will see. The Neck Lookout. So make sure that you climb on top. Of course, you need to climb the steps. There is no other way. So if you have somebody with you who can't climb the steps, you can see there's lots of steps involved. So if there's somebody who can't climb the steps, it will be hard for them to go up there. But if you can climb up there, make sure you take your camera with you. We had a nice cloudy day. Otherwise, if it's nice and sunny, that's great as well. But sometimes it rains at Bruny Island as well. So from up there, you can see the views, which are beautiful views of the sea and the ocean, as you can see here in my video. And there's a stretch of road that you can drive along as well and enjoy the views. So you can see how the seas are on either side. So that is the north and the south Bruny, and it is the neck that is connecting the north and the south Bruny. Worth a stop. Please make sure that you stop here and take some photographs during the daytime. Lots of people come here to take photographs, but what often people also do is miss this spot because they drive right past it as they are distracted by looking at the ocean. And because the drive itself is beautiful as well, so make sure you do that as well. So much of the island is protected in the South Bruny National Park, and it is home to the rare wildlife. Like I said, you can also see white wallabies here. This is the Bruny Island hotel that we came to. So this is a nice hotel. We stayed here. This hotel is just, you may think it's like a pub or a restaurant, but there are multiple accommodation options. We stayed at the cottages, and these are called holiday homes or Bruny Island escapes, and there's a variety of holiday homes, cottages. We also had some local cider from Bruny Island, which is also something that you can try. It was kept there, but you can also live in king rooms or motel suites. There are different kinds of accommodation available, but we stayed in something because we wanted something ocean facing, so we stayed here. And it was a nice small cottage, good enough for 2 people in a room. We were all by ourselves, so we booked 3 rooms and we were by ourselves. There is a hotel which includes a bistro, and that you can go and have dinner at. That's where we had dinner. They serve restaurant or pub food, so local seafood, pub favorites, and they try to source ingredients from within locally as well. So fresh Tasmanian seafood, and you will find local beers, wine, cider. So like I said, we got the Bruny Island cider included in our room, which we enjoyed, and then craft beers also you can have. It's a great family friendly place with views, especially from the deck, and log fireplaces in the winter, relaxed setting. So when we went there, it was a bit cold, as the winter is opposite to the northern hemisphere. So we have just finished with the winter, and we just went there last month. Price ranges is about $200 to $400, depends on when you want to go and what kind of room you want to book. But it's an amazing place to just stay there. And if you don't want to go around looking for food, especially if you're with your family and friends, you can just go to the local pub and have meals there. It's a good idea to take some groceries with you as well, just for breakfast options. You can take some cereals, eggs, and you can cook there, some tea and coffee. So make sure that you have that option available to you, especially if you're traveling with kids. You can take some food with you, otherwise you can go to the pub. During the daytime, of course, you can go to the oyster place, and you can go to the cheese place, have some food there. But if you are a person who loves home cooked food, then take home cooked food with you. However, it's a beautiful place. I thought of sharing this video with you so that you can enjoy the sights and the views that I enjoyed. Of course, you need a car, so make sure that you are either driving or you are with somebody who loves to drive. I'm just showing you the place around the hotel here. I've showed you the lookout. You can see how close the beach is. Unfortunately for us, when we went there, because it was winter, the water was a bit cold. So try to go there in the summer so that you can enjoy the beach, you can enjoy the water. And if you have kids or young people who like to swim, that is the time when you can enjoy it, not when we went. So it was a bit cold there, but you can see there's nobody in the beach. It's early in the morning though, but there's nobody in the beach. So beaches are very clean, very serene, very peaceful. People often take kayaks there, they take canoes there, they do lots of water activities as well. But of course, everything is kept very clean, and that's what they expect you to do as well. Make sure you do not dirty the beach. I just walked around on the sand because it felt great early in the morning, just walking along the beach and just enjoying the fresh breeze. You can see my cottage is right up there across the beach, so I could see that. Bruny Island is a kind of place where you go and enjoy the historic nature of Australia, because they have a lot of Aboriginal population there. They have wildlife there. They also enjoy the Australian pub culture there. So it's something that you must go and enjoy. The beautiful views you'll see, and you will love the place. So one might argue that there is not much to do there, but I feel that if you go there for an overnight trip, that is really worth it. So this is the pub I was mentioning earlier, where you can go. There's a bottle shop there where you can buy alcohol from. Otherwise you can bring your own. This is a beautiful sunset just across the pub. So we went to the pub for dinner, and I had to step out and just enjoy this beautiful view and record it for you guys to see as well. Of course, the next day we didn't have much to do other than drive around and enjoy the views and the beach and the cheese farm. And then we went to the beach as well, because the daytime was slightly better. It was slightly warmer, it wasn't even raining, so we thought we'll go there for a walk. So we went there, a little bit of tourism and a little bit of work. So that's why our days was mostly spent for work. We went there to promote university courses among school children who had visited Bruny Island. So there are no schools on Bruny Island, but the students from Hobart, school students from Hobart, were visiting Bruny Island and wanted to know about university courses. So if you are somebody who likes water-based activities and family fun stuff, so if you are in Tasmania or if you are in Hobart, Bruny Island is worth it. This is on our way back. As you can see, some cars do line up, so make sure you arrive there early. Do not keep it at a last minute thing. Make sure you have sufficient time on hands, because sometimes if the ferry gets full, you may have to wait for the next ferry. As you can see, there are lots of cars and they will serve you based on the lane in which you are, first come first serve basis. They will also try to fit you in as much as possible. As you will see here, I will be driving through a very narrow lane, so make sure whoever is driving the car is a confident driver. So you will see how they are directing my car into a very narrow laneway, because they are trying to fit in as many cars as possible. But my friends won't be very comfortable driving through this, so they were all a bit scared when I was trying to do that, but I was confident enough to do so. So I was driving it, and you can see there's somebody who's guiding me and telling me to move to a little bit to the left, because I was very close to the bars, and just follow their instructions and follow them along, because they want you to make sure that you get the ferry that you are trying to aim for, so that you can reach the other side of the Tasmanian island. And this ferry takes you and puts you back to Hobart, and the place called Kettering, from where you board the ferry. So then from there you can drive again to either Hobart if you're staying in Hobart, or you can go to any other town of Tasmania. So we come from Launceston, which is a bit north. It's about a 3-hour drive from Bruny Island, so we had to go back there, and that is why we thought of taking the ferry in the afternoon after we finished our work. And once you cross the island, of course, because it's Hobart, you will find lots of restaurant options.